Lee's hometown of Southport is also where his mother grew up, and now he wants to look into that branch of his family.
Thanks. On my mum's side, there is my grandad Joe, which was her dad, and he lived in Southport till he was 93, so we saw a lot of each other. We used to all look up to Grandad Joe, and everyone knew him. If I walked down the street with him, everyone, hey Joe, everyone knew who he was. As for Grandad Joe's past, I don't know a massive amount. He was brought up by his grandparents in Ireland, and I've got some vague notions to do with his mum going to Canada, and everything else is a bit of a mystery, to be honest with you. So I suppose the first port of call to find out about Grandad Joe is his daughter, my Auntie Frances. My Auntie Frances also lives in Southport, so I can just pop up the road and see her now. When I was a kid, my mum wasn't very well for a while, and so I went to go and live with my auntie for about a year. So I'm very close to my Auntie Frances.
Hello, Lee.
Nice new musical doorbell. Can I come in your warm house?
Please come in, yeah.
I love this photograph because my immediate blood relatives are all on this photo.
It's lovely.
So we've got you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
My dad there with my mum.
Yes.
My brother Darren.
Yes.
And then there's Grandad Joe over here.
Yes.
Next to my grandmother.
Yes.
And if you pan down, you can see me.
Yes.
With my little wet pants. My mum didn't say at any point you need to change your trousers. And this is Grandad Joe's 80th. And me, I'm very thin. I'd say too thin. Looks like a bread knife.
No, but it's how you were then.
I can see Grandad Joe's eyes going, I can't believe you got an earring. He was such a healthy-looking 80-year-old, wasn't he?
Well, he was healthy. He was a very hard worker.
Well, he used to climb these ladders and clean his top windows, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't trust the window cleaner to do it properly. I mean, people call me a control freak, but he broke the mould for that. But that's probably what kept him so fit.
He didn't
worry. He was always obsessed with money. And how far down in your pocket is it?
That's right. He was very money conscious. Yeah.
So I suppose the first thing I want to ask is, what do we know about Grandad Joe's parents?
Well, not a lot, actually. He was born in Southport, 1910, and we know this because he told us, because he didn't actually have a birth certificate.
But we just...
never registered.
How'd you go through your whole life without a birth certificate?
I don't know. His mother was Delia.
OK, so my great-grandmother is Delia.
Yeah, this is a photograph of Delia.
Yes, so this is Grandad Joe's mum.
Yeah, she actually looks quite young on that, doesn't she? And all I know is she got pregnant, but we never knew who the father was. She went back to Ireland with my dad, your Grandad Joe, to her parents.
I wonder how old he was then.
I'd always thought that he was only weeks old, but I'm not too sure about that. And she left him there with the grandparents. They brought him up with their own family, and she went off to Canada.
And do we know why?
No. It is a complete mystery to us as to why she did it. I don't know whether my father was ever told, and if he was, he didn't discuss it.
So what do we know about Grandad Joe's grandparents that brought him up, my great-great-grandparents?
Not a lot. He was called Thomas. She was called Mary. Thomas and Mary Farrell. And they came from a smallish town in Southern Ireland called Ballinar, County Mayo.
Ballinar, so that's where Grandad Joe is taken to, Ballinar.
Yeah, this is Grandad Joe when he was a baby, or a toddler. And that's his grandfather who brought him up.
I've never seen this man ever before in my life. My great-great-grandfather, Thomas. That's a great photograph.
It is, and don't you think the grandfather looks very relaxed with him?
Yeah.
Like his father.
Yeah.
They brought him up with love and kindness, I know they did. But he must have had a sense of abandonment.
My natural instinct is to go, the heartless woman.
Yes.
Just leaving a baby like that. So I've got no affection for her.
Yeah.
And loads of affection for poor Grandad Joe who's left in Ireland. That's how it feels. I think to find out anything more, I should probably go to Ballinar.
Yeah, because there's nothing here. I've done my best to trace what I can, and there's nothing come up at all.
Lee knows his grandfather's full name was Joseph Francis Kingsley, and that he was the illegitimate son of Delia Farrell, the fourth of 11 children born to Thomas Farrell and his wife Mary.